brothers of the trucking industry, I'm going to tell you right now, this is not good. This is like April 25th, Friday. We are in Opelousas, Louisiana, southern Louisiana, and it is brutal. It's not even brutal yet. It's only April. It is 86 degrees out, and it's got to be about 90 inside the truck. I have just closed the windows and turned the battery-powered air conditioner unit on high to try and bring it down in here because I can't take it anymore. It's got to be 5 p.m. I just woke up from a nap. I have sweat. I've sweat through the shirt. I had every window open in here. There's even a breeze outside, which helps a little bit, but not much. My freaking pillow is sweat through. It is so bad. It is so bad. No one else out here. I'll show you where I am in a second. I'm at the Love's truck stop in Opelousas, right outside of Callahan Bayou. And we had some flood warnings today, but unfortunately all the storms missed. I was praying for the storms to hit us, and they all went north of us because the top of this truck could really use some ice cold rain on it to just bring the temperature down. And it didn't happen. So yesterday at 2 p.m. I ran out of 70 hours. I dropped my load off at the Walmart distribution center, which is about 6 miles north of here. And I was going to just park at a casino, but it's a good thing I did come down to the Love's truck stop, which is a few miles south of the casino. They're all in a row. Everything's right next to each other in Opelousas. It's small. It's swampland. It's very hot and nasty here. So I'm happy I came to the Love's because I actually took a shower before I dropped the load off yesterday, and I'm gonna need another one because this is just wretched. I mean, I'm gonna have to do laundry. I just woke up and that pillow is soaked with sweat. I assume it's gonna start stinking soon. So let me show you where we are. We're about 27 hours into my 34-hour restart. Get this out of here. And yesterday's shower, it's too freaking hot. Like, I'm sweating through everything. The AC's on high and it's not done anything yet, but I gotta give it a little bit of time. Cut the hair off in the shower yesterday at actually Pilot. So they've been overloading me again too, and putting too much, they front loaded the trailer yesterday before I dropped it off. And it was actually so heavy that sliding the tandem's almost all the way up, just barely got it under the legal limit. And so when I stopped at the Pilot to take a shower and put fuel in, I only put I could have put 100 gallons in. I only put 40 gallons in or so because I didn't want the drive tires to go over 34,000 again. So this is becoming a constant problem. My paycheck has become a constant problem. I just got paid last night at midnight, I guess, the Friday to Friday deal, and it was like $500. So I called HR and I complained. I said, somebody explain how this paycheck works, because this makes no sense to me. I'm supposed to be getting 30. Actually, I just looked back from December. It's supposed to be 37 cents a mile. They're paying me like it's so bad. They split the miles up. So instead of giving me 37 cents per mile, they are giving me 20 cents per mile, and then they're giving me 17 cents a mile for like half the miles or something. It makes no sense at all to me. So I'm gonna monitor how many miles I drive a week. When I was hired, they told me I was going to be driving an average of, I thought, 2,700 miles, and I was going to get paid 37 cents a mile. So it's around over $1,000 a week. I'm only making $500 a week. And I mean, they're not even taking much out of my check. I'm getting subtracted after taxes and everything. It's only like $70 getting taken out because I'm not making any money. There's no money to take out of my check. So when I called, the HR rep was like all nasty. She was surprised that I was even able to figure a way to get through to HR because they make it so you can't get through to HR. They want you to talk to your driver team leader about it. And as you've seen in other videos, my driver team leader does not want to talk on the phone, period, because it's all a scam. They all know that these new drivers are being abused and used. So when I did get through the HR, she explained it in a roundabout way, but she didn't explain it. She explained it so that I would need time to figure out what the hell's going on and do the math myself. So of course, after I get off the phone, I do the math and I'm like, none of this shit makes any sense what she just told me. On top of that, while I'm on the website, there was something buried in there about $80 per diem per day. So if you're living in the truck like I am, 2 weeks on, 3 days off, 2 weeks on, which I'm not even doing 3 days off. Tomorrow is supposed to be my start of 3 days off, but I live in the truck now. I'm a permanent employee. I'm supposed to get $80 a day. $80 per diem a day for living in the truck. I'm looking at the check and I'm like, where is the $80 a day? And when I asked on the phone, she's like, oh yeah, that's worked into 20 cents a mile. And I was like, what? So what, if I don't drive because the truck breaks down, the trailer's broken, which is every day something, fucking 4 hours is lost every day with something broken, security guard problems, distribution center problems. So if I ain't driving, I ain't getting 20 cents a mile. I ain't getting paid for living in the truck, which is bullshit. So she's like, oh, there's a form you can fill out if you don't want the per diem. And I was like, I don't understand. What do you mean I don't want the per diem? Of course I want the $80. I don't want the 20 cents a mile. I want $80 on the paycheck, put into the paycheck. So I filled out some form. The form just says you don't want the per diem. This is literally like going to a used car lot and going to buy a car, and the person you're talking to, the salesman, is just giving you the effing runaround. So I also today, with my spare time, because I'm working 13 hours a day, and in my spare time I'm either sleeping or I'm trying to do paperwork or I'm trying to clean up. There's no time for anything when you work there. This is the same as the oil field. The oil field was the same, except they actually paid you. They actually gave you extra money. They actually did your laundry for you. They actually fed you lobster and steak every night. And for breakfast. And for lunch. And you got a company vehicle. Anyway. So, I'm not getting the $80. I cannot see that anywhere in the check. I just changed the paperwork. Tomorrow we're going to start logging my miles. I found out that she said you're pre-assigned the amount of miles per load. So tomorrow morning I'm getting told that I'm going to be driving 421 miles from Opelousas here to pick up the load 20 miles east of here, take the load up to New somewhere, Missouri, I think. Total of 421 miles. So I wrote that down for tomorrow. If everything goes smoothly tomorrow, that'll be my drive for tomorrow. It's about 9 hours total, and it's gonna end around 4 p.m. So I figure I'll drop the load off, park somewhere where I can get a spot by 4:30. But I don't know what I'm talking about because it'll be 6:30 with all the problems I'll run into tomorrow because there's just problems every day. Anyway, today I freaking applied to 2 jobs. I applied to Walmart truck driving job, and I applied to, what the hell is the white one with the red writing? What the hell, man? I cannot think. I've been eating bad food because it's my day off, and my brain is shot. I want to say Con Air, the movie. Freaking, what the hell is the name of that good driving company? Someone recommended it on my channel. Someone made a comment, and I read the comment and I immediately went and did it. It was a son of a. Anyway, it doesn't matter because Walmart said you need 2 years experience before you can even drive for them. This other one, anyway, they said 1 year. So I even argued with the guy on the phone because I was shocked. The application process was so easy. I'll try and add it into the video when I remember the name. Freaking the application process, which is usually an hour and a half process of BS, the screen resets, you don't know your secret number, you need to do double connections to get into those, make a password and all this crap. So it was actually easy. I got in, and 5 minutes later they called me. I was shocked. I was in the Loves sitting there with the air conditioner, and they called me, and they're like, "Oh, you ready to start?" Blah blah. I was like, "Hell yeah!" And they're like, "Well, we're missing some information here. Where's the rest of your work history?" And I was like, "No, I've only been doing this for like 6 months, which is really actually like, I don't know, 4 months now, 3 months." But they were like, "No, call back in a year, or call back when you hit a year." So that's screwed. So the 2 jobs I applied for today, so I'm basically locked in this. Schneider knows that I'm locked into this, and they're just using and abusing me. That's the bottom line.